Okay, what is the one thing everybody can agree that Yoshida is?
What is the one thing that Yoshida can agree everybody that everybody can agree that Yoshida is? That's
Well,
okay.
obvious out of the way. Gay. I
Okay.
mean,
Yes. Yoshida definitely 100% gay. Where there's no okay. I think he's either gay
new image.
or he's like a like in intensely asexual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
definitely.
super like way like he doesn't even he's such
He's not
child
on. He's not
soldier
even like on
brained.
the graph anymore.
Yeah,
He's not on the graph. He's off this. He's off the charts.
he's he's such child soldier brained that he doesn't even he's like beyond the pale. But I think probably just gay makes the most
Yeah,
sense
I feel
based
like the
on
way they just written unironically is like is Fujimoto setting him up to be like this for like Denji because I feel like he keeps mentioning like living a normal life Denji, but every single time he's done that, he's always been like with me,
I
Yoshida.
know. We hang a normal
He
life
friends with
where
you,
you and
Denji.
I hang out, Denji. we're we're boys in this
Yeah, let's
in
skip
this
class,
imagined world.
Denji. That's what normal
Let's
kids do,
hang
right?
out. What you want to hang out, Bo? Want to go to a movie with me? Why is he like this, dude? Okay,
I like the
so
thing that he specifically like picked out a like movie theater, like a theater room that has like a dead devil in it, just so it could be like just him and Denji, like
I
next to
mean,
each other.
he did right. Like he brought him to a devil attack. It's the point of that whole situation. Be like, look, you don't have to fight devils. Other people
Who
fight
even
devils,
was that devil?
like fish devil or something.
Squid,
We,
maybe the squid devil,
I
maybe
mean,
octopus squid devil.
it's clearly not a very strong devil, which is kind of not a. If Denji was like a smarter guy, that would be a less convincing point, right? It's like, oh well, yeah, okay, so public safety can defeat like a beach-made devil, but they couldn't do shit to the falling devil that I fucking, you know, battled.
I
So
stopped
what
with
the
my
fuck?
super
Yeah.
awesome girlfriend.
Oh, my super chainsaw motorcycle. Anyway, let's not get distracted by Asadenic because on today's
Yoshida.
episode of the Public Safety Special Broadcast, we are talking about Yoshida, the man, the myth, the legend, the villain.
The deaf devil.
This is a special episode. This is an off week. We're doing a little bit of a broader topic. We are just talking about Yoshida today, and I have one of public safety's civilian correspondents, communications correspondents, go with me. I was supposed to have two of our civilian associates on, but one of them has disappeared. I hope they're okay. I hope they're not, you know, not in any danger or have issues with their health or something, so that they could not come on. They were very excited about coming on, so I'm a little concerned about that. But we still got one. So let's go around and do our introductions. You know me. I am Secret Dove's host of the Public Safety Special Broadcast, Public Safety Communications Division 18 Vice Captain. Uh, I am age 33, and my contract is with the War Devil, of course. I'd like to ask my guests to introduce themselves, give your name, age, and devil contract.
Yeah, my name is Red and Blue. I am 16 years old, and I have a contract with the laxatives devil.
That's that's dangerous one. That's that is a
feared
You,
all across retirement homes.
yeah, fearful devil. Even when you need them, you're still a little afraid of them. You know, that's that's
Yeah,
that's powerful. That's good stuff. All right, and today we're talking about Yoshida. What is the deal with Yoshida? As we mentioned, Yoshida is a mysterious guy. He shows up. I mean, major character thus far in part two, but he starts in part one. So let's start there. Let's start with part one. Yoshida. Uh,
yeah. In part one, Yoshida was just kind of like a guy. They just like according to him, they just kind of paid him to be there. So I guess like probably to cover for public safety.
he was a civilian devil hunter. Is that
I
right?
think he was private. I think he was like a fourth rate private devil hunter. I'm finding the
Right.
chapters
He
now. Maybe I
he
can find it
wasn't
when he says it.
he wasn't working with public safety. He was like contracted with them or something, and like Makima pulled him specifically, which leads we were talking about Yoshida's gay, which is technically headcanon, right? Because there has not been Yoshida hasn't gone I'm gay on the page yet.
One day.
One day Yoshida will look into the fourth wall and be like, I'm gay. And one like the small segment of the Chainsaw Man fandom that was still in denial will lose their minds.
They
Like,
will
he's
die on the spot.
gay? How? No way. What? The,
Yeah.
the same with the people who think that Yoshida is not Kishibe's son, because I mean that's sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
what part one establishes, basically, right?
I'm back on part one. I'm reading the chapter right now where like he's talking with Kishibe on Octopus Devil. Yeah, he says that Makima brought a bunch of like third tier guys. Like she bought a bunch of like third tier private devil hunters.
Right.
I think it was the Stone Devil guy. I think Fox Devil guy also like the guy got like interrupted in his introduction. That guy, I think he was
Yes.
also like one of the guys
Yes,
hired.
yes, yes. They didn't make it out of that arc.
They
As
had that dude killed like instantly, and
Yeah,
they didn't even give him a panel. He just
yeah.
appeared in one of the backgrounds dead.
Yoshida got quite a few panels though, which was the mysterious thing, which is where Kishibe father sonism comes from. Because I mean, let's be
They
serious,
have the
dude.
interaction on the octopus here.
They're
I
clear. They're
from what I can
clearly.
see, like they're using his devil as a bench.
Yep.
I
Yep.
always find that really funny.
Yoshida and Octopus, they have a good synergistic relationship. Apparently, I would love to see that more. I love human devil interactions so much in Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
They're
he has a
they're so
contract with the octopus devil, but we've never seen him lose anything from like using it. He just uses
yeah.
it willy
What did he
nilly.
give up?
He
Maybe
also seems to be able to talk to it, like he's in contact with the octopus devil, not just like chilling with it, like just using it sometimes, like Con.
maybe he gave up like his emotion or something, because he's kind of like weirdly stoic dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, we've seen a
He gave his haircut. Now he has like really fucked up bangs all the time.
yeah. He can't cut
Like,
his hair anymore. He's gonna be growing it out like one of those like
his contract to
medieval.
like cause the most suffering is to like have his bangs constantly touch his eyes, and it's really irritating.
Yeah. He's gonna be like one of those medieval nobles, Japanese nobles with their hair fucking dragging on the ground. Oh man, the girlies would freak out if we had the Heian Yoshida. Ooh, oh my
Yeah.
lord, I I could see it.
But yeah,
Uh,
I'm really again I'm reading the chapter. Like I find it hilarious. They have like this interaction where like Kishibe was like, "Oh yeah, you're a high school," and like he's offering a cigarette, and Yoshi just calls him a moron. What are you? He just says, "What are you, stupid?"
it's so sick.
Like, okay, Yoshida.
You know, there's something about adults and minors in Chainsaw Man. It's a
I feel like Kishibe has offered cigarettes to Nayuta before. It's just muscle memory to him.
probably, probably. I hope. I hope so. That would be so. Where is Kishibe? Anyway, this is not the Kishibe episode.
This is
Okay.
not Kishibe episode. This
All
is about
right.
his gay son
Kishibe and
with
Yoshida
the
have
fucked up
their
hair.
have their interaction, which establishes that they definitely know each other from the past. Why the hell would Kishibe know some kid? Plus, young Kishibe and Yoshida just look the same. You know what I mean? Like th-
Yeah,
they look like they are related. And Kishibe, he's alcoholic. He's according to him, although we've never seen anything, he's like loves to get with the ladies. So,
it's one of the free things he likes in the world.
yeah, you imagine this guy's got some kid. Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah, he does. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, uh-huh. This nihilistic alcoholic man who is a philanderer.
Sneaks around.
He has a random kid, sure. You know what I mean? Which this is sort of the understood, like, semi-canon head canon of Yoshida. This is like the broad,
The universal hair cannon, the
yeah,
mass
the
hysteria.
universal headcanon that Fujimoto has so heavily implied with everything that's set up that it kind of doesn't make sense other ways. Like, I think maybe Yoshida can be not gay, but as I said, he has to be like mega child soldier brains. You know what I mean? Just like super, like, fighting robot, and he doesn't quite seem like that totally. So
I know that he definitely still has his emotions in check because, like,
yeah.
we've seen before, like he puts on a very obvious facade. I'm trying
So
to find a
funny,
panel
dude.
now. I'm trying to find the panel now. He's like when he's like killing one of the
He's
American brothers and he confronts the other because
yeah, yeah, his
like
smiley face, dude. Oh
yeah,
my
the
god.
smiley face. You can see he has like he has like some wiggly ass pupils, which at first just seemed like Fujimoto fucked up his eyes, but it's definitely just him freaking out.
I Yeah, I suppose. I think that could be true. Do you think
Also,
that's like
like
the
it's
first
a
time
weird
he killed a
smile.
person? You know what I mean? Because Makima commanded him to.
I feel like it's more so that he's confronting an American that probably has a gun and he's trying his best not to get shot
I
because
don't
he's
know
still kind
though,
of human.
because like he later on in that arc, he like just squares up against Quan Chi, which is an absolutely insane thing to do.
I
You
feel
know
like
what
he
I mean?
just kind of knew that Quan Chi wouldn't do shit to him because like he probably like also knows her like he knows Kishibe.
I don't think so. You know, don't I don't think so that they knew each other like that. I think it's
Hmm.
like, he knows
It's a little bit more like
she's
far
his
fetched than
dad's
Kishibe.
friend. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no. What I meant to say is that like we see her like at the beginning of the arc, she kind of beats his ass, but like almost quote unquote stabs him, but like she can't do it, and like Kishibe interrupts her.
Yeah,
That's what I. So it's probably like he probably knew that she had some hesitation, but like he also needs some buy some time. So maybe that's why he did it. But I don't really know.
I mean,
Maybe he's just batshit insane.
yeah, I think well, okay. Let's 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 get right into it. What is Yoshida's deal? What is the deal with Yoshida? Why is he in this story? Because that's the real question around him. He's like this mysterious figure. He's interacting with Denji here in part two. He's been absent for a while now.
He's
But
constantly saying ominous shit.
yeah, he's um very, like, he knows a lot. He knows about Chainsaw Man's erasure power. He knows
He knows about
about
the Death Devil, the
the
Horseman.
the Death Devil, the Horseman. Presumably knows about Nayuta. I mean, this all goes back into him being Kishibe's kid, right? Like, clearly, where else is he getting this info from, right? It's Kishibe. Like, who does Yoshida know in public safety that knows everything? Oh, it's probably Kishibe, right? So there's
I feel
some
like
kind.
the best I feel like it's really strange that they got like the public safety got such a mysterious figure just like hired and then just instantly put him on Denji watching. Like you're not even a little bit suspicious of him.
I mean, well, yes, people are suspicious of him, right? Let's talk about let's
So
talk
many
about the
people are just saying so much shit about him.
let's talk about the Yoshida villainy allegations.
He just every single bad thing he does, by accident or not, you just mock him too, like on the spot.
I don't know. People are so like they're so traumatized from Makima. You know what I mean?
I
That
feel like it's intentional that he's mysterious and he's kind of like Makima, like just to fucking fuck with people. Because I feel like that's something Fujimoto would do,
I mean, yeah, that is definitely a Fujimoto level troll. You know what I mean? Like he's like
just to fuck with people. He brings back like a sort of Makima mysterious figure that kind of wants to be like related to Denji, like his friend or some shit.
yeah, and then it's just like it's just your weird gay friend in class, you know, basically, and it's like it's nothing. It's just some kid.
Just some guy. They just got him off the street.
It's just some
He's
guy.
interested in Denji.
I mean, kind of. Um,
I feel like the reason he knows so much probably because he has like a contact with Hishibe. Like Hishibe just tells him
right.
shit.
I mean, yeah, he's just in public safety. He's in public safety as a devil hunter, and he's got a direct contact with Kishibe. I feel, you know, I have different reasons. I have so much head canon about this stuff. So I'm trying to stick to canon for a while before we really dive into the theorizing. But um, thus far, we know he's working for public safety. Public safety has him on Denji detail, at least at the beginning of the story, beginning of part two. Um, he's supposed to watch this kid and keep him from revealing his identity, but that quickly escalates as the figure of Chainsaw Man sort of gets out of control. So he's been assigned the job for one reason or another, probably just because like Kishibe's like, you are a teenager, Denji is a teenager, you can go to school. Just go just go handle Denji. Like
Go into
exactly yeah,
Jack.
exactly the same way he just like handed Denji Nayuta. He just looked at Yoshida, was like, you have to handle Denji's shit.
He like slowly like assigns more and more people because like they got like a guy to look after Nayuta, and then after Denji, and then after Yoshida. He's just a constant chain of people looking after people.
Yeah, where are you, Kishibe? What are you doing? Or you keep telling other people to handle problems that you started.
It'd be really funny if next time he shows up, he's like completely changed as a person. Like he's missing his legs or some shit. He's missing all of his
Kishibe
limbs.
got
He
really
just got like
busy.
in a really bad car accident, and that's why he hasn't shown
Yeah,
up.
he is like, I got hit by a truck.
Sorry, Yoshida. My fault, bro.
I went to another world and I found a way back.
I found the booze dimension.
Yeah,
I
I
got
got.
attacked by the hell devil.
Let's go.
I mean, last we saw of Kishibe was okay. I'm not gonna like go too much about Kishibe. But I know like the last time we saw him, he was with the not. I don't mean like Nayutsa. I mean like before that. Like he had like a squad, like a anti Makima squad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so funny how quickly that operation failed because they just
Yeah.
the way it went, they just kind of you know what? Let's just fire a nuclear like a fucking rocket propelled fucking grenade at Makima. Let's see how that works.
Didn't go great. And Kishibe's track record on plans is not good, and this plan is also not going very well.
I guess we can add Yoshida to his failed plans.
Yeah, it didn't work at all. Yeah. And I mean that is ultimately the whole and all of the like Yoshida is a mastermind
No, he's not.
theories.
Not even
It's
close.
cause
I'm
like
sorry.
no, like his
He got
plans
fired.
suck.
He just got fired at
He
some point, man. He's
sucks,
not
man.
that good.
You know what I mean? Like he's supposed to keep, you know, He's supposed to keep Denji from revealing his identity, and his big plan to make that happen is to just tell Denji he's gonna do it.
Don't do it, Denji. I won't give you this cake. I won't give you
Yeah.
utensils, man. I'll
Uh
give you your custard pudding, okay?
it's like,
This man has been deprived of all of his entire family. You think that's gonna work on him?
yeah, dude, what is this plan, dude? Like, Yoshida, what are you doing? He may be gay, but he's not so smart, I don't think. At least in certain ways. In terms of like
He has the looks. He has the
human
looks. He has the
yeah.
sexuality, but he doesn't have the intelligence.
Yeah, his emotional intelligence is low. So his plans don't work so well. Denji just keeps transforming and keeps trying to reveal himself to people, and the Chainsaw Man Church and stuff just goes out of control. Uh, Even though that's it seems that's the kind of thing that public safety was trying to prevent. Didn't work.
They just found another chainsaw man. That's what they did.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Well, stop being Chainsaw Man," and now there's another Chainsaw Man. So Yoshida, this is going great.
I mean, he had the other plan that was like get Denji a girlfriend, and that ended up in that blew up in his fucking face.
Yeah,
He's the
that.
guy. He's the guy who like got Denji to meet Asa. Like 2 chapters later, please never speak to Denji again.
Yeah, I.
Okay.
This guy. Uh huh. Yep. He's he is not a mastermind. Let's say that his mind is not there. But okay,
And he's a
there's something we
sorry.
know he's good at. He's good at fighting. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say like he in part one he was hyped up as like better than Kishibe, and like part two he gets fired from his job.
Yeah. Well, he's better at Kishibe at fighting because
Yeah, definitely has like better contracts.
he does go more toe to toe with Quan Chi, just with one devil, right? Kishibe has like three or something.
Yeah, he
Uh,
has free devils, and they're all like probably detrimental contracts because of what the fiend said
yeah, and
that he
Yoshida
has nothing more to offer.
just has octopus, and yet his hand to hand is solid, is good. Goes up against Quan Chi when she's like in human martial artist mode, right? Not when she's engaging her hybrid power, but because I mean, as soon as he calls her out on it, he just throws him out a window. But you know, he went toe to toe with an ancient martial arts master. That's pretty fucking good. So
That's pretty decent. Yeah,
this guy's got chops. He can fight. He's a good fighter. Um, he is able to step in and keep Denji from revealing his powers with Octopus. He knows what to do. He knows how to move around. He contributes in the Eternity Devil, the short little fight that the Eternity Devil gets before getting.
he just kind of grabs him by the wrist, just kind
Yeah,
of snaps that off. Okay,
yeah. He's quick with it. He's got good reactions. He knows what to do. So he's a good combatant. His management skills not looking very good. Not looking great. He his to be fair, his opponents aren't exactly the most subtle either. Like the Chainsaw Man Church is kind of clown fiesta, and Fami is just like doesn't even care. So don't necessarily
kind of
have to
just like
be the
wants some
smartest.
food.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about like their meetup where like fucking he's just like yeah, hi family, like we Future Devil said you're gonna kill like 40 people, and like she did not give a shit,
Fabby.
and then she just ordered like 5 of everything off the menu.
Man, we need more Fami, dude. I'm very excited for her to, you
I'm
know.
looking at the panels again. I'm sorry. I just see like the expression he did when Fami said like you're the one who has to meet. It's only right that it's on you. When she like orders five of everything, he just does like this like stone face.
I know the
He's
Yoshida
so
stare,
distraught.
dude. The
No,
Yoshida.
it's just the panel from before, like when he asked the same exact panel as when he asked, but he has his mouth closed, like same like head position, everything. It's really
I
funny.
know this guy. Like, okay, so let's talk about it. What is with this guy? What do you think his deal is? Because besides him being gay and Kishibe's kid, what's going on with this guy? Like, why is he like this? What's he? What is he? What's he doing? What are you doing, Yoshida? What do you think?
Personally, I feel like he's like this because he had like he's kind of like the okay, so he probably had like either a bad like living situation. Like I'm kind of thinking like a Giorno from JoJo from GGBA. He kind of like has a similar like
Mm,
issue with expressing his emotions in like the manga.
right.
Like the manga and anime, he has like similar issues expressing emotion because like his bad childhood. So it could be that or like child soldier, but he's definitely has something in his head like that's like preventing him from like being himself
I mean,
or
he
being
is
honest. Or like he's definitely putting on a facade of like formality at least.
he is currently a child soldier, and he
Yeah, but I'm
was.
just saying maybe it wasn't. Maybe he wasn't raised as one. Maybe it's
Yeah,
only more complex than
well,
that.
he was a child soldier 6 months ago as well, in a private capacity, right? Not officially, but he was
He was
still
just having a little fun.
having a little fun. Maybe, maybe. Okay, my my read on this is a little involved, but you know, like Yoshida, Kishibe's kid, right? Kishibe is a bad dad. Like, there's no shot this guy is a good dad. This guy's a terrible.
No way, he's a good
No,
father.
he's terrible. Like, all he does is fight devils and drink, right? Like, he's not around. He probably didn't even know, like, Kishibe. Like, Yoshida probably didn't even know who Kishibe was for a long time, right? So he probably got single mom, lonely kid, got no dad, and you're gay. You know what I mean? Like, damn, that's tough.
I mean, I do it now. I'm thinking about it. I think like when Kishibe was talking to Yoshida, he goes like, "Oh yeah, you're a high schooler." So maybe that means that like they reunited like when he became a private devil hunter, probably like near high school age,
Yeah,
which like
like
maybe he was
what do we?
fucking 13, like
Yeah,
start
like
fighting devils. And
that's what I'm saying. They're like actual child soldier. But I'm thinking Yoshida like found out who his dad is, and then it's like gone, the gone thing. Like, oh,
yeah,
my dad, who I never knew, is the number one devil hunter. It's like, okay, I will be a devil hunter now, and he just goes at like age 11 or 12 or something ridiculous, and he's good. He's
he's good
got
at his job. Yeah, he has
he
plenty of training.
yeah, he's good at it, and he gets he rises through the ranks and finds Kishibe, and Kishibe is like, oh shit.
Yeah, our friend Kishibe is good.
Kishibe's gotta recognize. He's like,
He's the fucked up
oh,
bangs.
yep. He's like, oh fuck, oh man, this is my kid. Shit.
I wonder like if he ever will he ever like bring up how the fuck he got in contract with with Octopus.
I
I
hope
don't feel
so.
like it was a legal contract at all. Maybe it's like again like Octopus is really strange. It's a part of Yoshi that people don't really care about, but like I feel like it should be brought up more. Like
Yeah,
what is his
it's
deal with that fucking devil?
octopus is not exactly like the scariest thing. It's not like a super crazy devil,
Yeah,
like a
I mean it's
curse.
Japan. I feel like they have a lot more like fear of octopi maybe because like movies and stuff.
No, I would say less. Octopus is like food for them. You know what I mean?
True.
They're like,
I mean I
eat
mean
it. It's like fish.
yeah.
Yeah. So and it's not like the octopus powers are crazy, right?
It
Like
just has kind of like a tentacle and some ink.
Yeah,
So
it's
maybe
just
because it's like a weaker devil, he's just kind of using it more efficiently. But it's
yeah,
kind of huge. It's only been shown off screen before, and you can only see its tentacles.
yes.
Like that's the only time we saw its body.
Yeah, devils are like that a lot. I would love to see the full octopus summoning. Maybe that's like he has like a small contract where he can use the ink and the tentacles only, and then he has to.
Well, I can't agree with that because like we see him like summon like at least like five tentacles or six just to like sit on some and then like use the rest to check for rats.
I mean, you got eight. You know, you got eight,
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Like, yeah. In the panel, you can see like four behind like the one that he's sitting on. So that's already like four because he's sitting on one of them. And then we see like an extra panel of like a couple more just attacking dolls. So he's definitely using a lot more than one tentacle. So his contract cannot be that small.
No, I mean he can use the tentacles, the 8 tentacles,
Yeah.
and the ink, but he can't like if he wants to summon the whole octopus, he has to go
You know how
deeper.
like some devils have like really obvious like things they like on people. Like Aki got like the fox devil's face
Mm,
because he was hot.
real.
Maybe the octopus devil just likes child soldiers. Big fan.
Yet another adult messing with minors, huh? This is all that
Okay,
happens
damn.
in Chainsaw Man.
I mean, it kind of reminds actually. We the only devil we've seen like the cheapest contract from was Future, who specifically gave like his
I love.
entire like self to Aki because
Yep.
like he was gonna die in a really fucked up way,
He was
which I
like,
mean he did.
"This guy's got like a year to live, and it's gonna be funny as fuck." You know what? I'll take the year.
I'll take a year off,
I'll
like a
take a
field
year off.
vacation.
Live in this kid's eye. And
I
just
mean, Octopus must have seen something in Yoshida we just don't. That like was like, yeah, I got a contract with this kid. I got like a shit ton of power.
I would love to know the backstory of that. I imagine we never will.
I don't know, maybe. I
Probably will
mean,
not.
I feel like we're gonna get some big payoff to like all of Yoshida's mystery at some point.
Maybe.
And
I
we
mean,
kind of did with Makima.
yeah,
Like she was just as mysterious, and we got a big payoff for like what the fuck she was on like the entire time.
yeah, but
And
she
then we
was
can like
also
if you
like
read the chapters, you can see it.
she was also like the major mastermind. I feel like that would happen for Fami, right? For Famine, we're gonna figure out
Oh,
what
definitely, for famine is gonna happen.
because
I don't know, but
she's like the actual mastermind that everyone thinks Yoshida is, right? Like
yeah,
she's
she's definitely she's not a horseman who's like working towards a really huge big goal, and like people are just like, yeah, no, this can't be Makima. It's gotta be the gay guy,
it's
the
gotta
gay
be
side
this.
chick.
It's gotta be this weird gay kid. He's cooking something villainous. Is he really? Okay, let's talk about another lingering Yoshida question. Where's he at now? Like, what's he doing now?
He's probably I mean he's been like fired from security work. I feel like he's just kind of doing like random devils or something. Like maybe trying to get more on like close to Danju about like public safety noticing him trying to do that.
Maybe. I had a thought that he might have been put on Asamitaka duty. You know.
That's true. That's true. I mean, last time we've seen him was in 38
Oh,
when he was like he just kind of
nice.
appeared behind the Fumiko and like Denji, just kind of appeared there.
We got him in. We got
Um,
him in. Only 50 minutes
and
late.
all that it seems like he was overlooking like her evaluation. So maybe he's on like Fumiko watch, and he gets
That
to also watch Denji.
that is true. He could be taking a later stance. We got him in.
Yeah, hey, sorry about everything. See, I live in Texas, and it turns out you guys don't live in Texas. And you on the
No.
East Coast, yeah, you're an hour ahead of me. And I had no
Indeed.
idea that's what the deal was, but now I
This is what
do.
time zones are for.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's why I put the EST in there. That's
and
why I
I
put the EST.
totally missed it. I was so
Yeah, it
excited I
happens.
completely read right past that very, very important detail.
Indeed.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
okay.
happens to the rest of us.
It's
But
okay.
sort
We're
of
only
jumping
about
in,
halfway in. We're
That's
only
cool.
halfway. Let me do the introduction. We have here in the
I
second
I got
half.
so excited I misspelled my own name. Also, it's supposed to be Omolly,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh
I
yes.
yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, yes. We you
Clearly
you
everything's
abs
going great with me today.
you absolutely are crushing it.
And next podcast.
Perfect timing. Well, we still got about half the podcast left here,
But
so
if I can sort of intrude, like just sort of
you
butt into the conversation, much like Yoshida himself.
Oh, that's
absolutely.
true.
This is perfect
Oh
for
my
a
god, this is
Yoshida
Yoshida
episode.
behavior.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
perfect
no,
for the Yoshida episode. We got our guest.
We got a
Introduce
mysterious character.
some
introduce
rando out of
yourself.
nowhere just jumping into your life without your permission.
Random jumping in the middle of a conversation. This is true Yoshida behavior. Welcome, our second civilian correspondent here to the Public Safety Special
Whoa.
Broadcast. A little bit of miscommunication about the timing,
And
but you
just
know
in
what?
case you were, oh, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Give your name, age, and the devil contract.
Well, my name is O'Mully, and my age is classified, but my devil contract is the being on time devil, who I think might have
Damn.
screwed me on the deal I made with them.
They're messing with you. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
might have
you got a
wanna.
laxative double contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave them one of my lungs, and it was not a good bargain.
That is a terrible deal apparently because they're not helping
Yeah,
you out today. But we are in the midst of our Yoshida discussion as you're dropping in here, and I think you had something to add. You're talking about we're talking about his what's he up to? Where's he at? Like where where is Yoshida right now? What's he doing?
I think
I
his
mean, a
role in the
fucking
story might be about to change. Because, like, the tone of his conversation in that movie theater with Denji had some real, this is our last goodbye energy, except he has to come back at the karaoke studio, which sort of ruins his mystique because Fumiko's not great at her job, either intentionally or unintentionally.
he's like he
What?
has like this little speech. His this is the normal life, Denji. We may not meet again, and he just kind of shows up a couple chapters later, like smacks Fumiko over the head,
Yeah.
Yeah.
disappears again.
I thought in my mind, this is his last day on the job. He was supposed to be silently shadowing Fumiko for the remainder of his time there, but Fumiko needed him to step in, like sort of when your manager at the shop and go catches you, like trying to put pickles in the wrong place. Except in this case, it was getting ready to beat Dingy to death with a baseball bat.
She wasn't doing that. She was just kind of. She just did not help him at
Was
all.
wasn't
Yeah.
she?
No,
I
no, they were
don't
about
know.
to do that fight thing,
He had
remember?
the fucking bat out just to hit some guy in the head with it. That's it.
I think she might have been trying to fight, and then
No, no, like
she saw
I'm
Yoshida
gonna give you a
there.
rundown of her
Oh,
intentions.
yeah, no, I think
She
that was
started singing.
Dingy
She didn't
thought.
want to be Sorry,
No,
sorry,
no,
sorry.
no,
Uh,
you're right. Dingy thought she was gonna fight him, and that's what I was
No, no.
misremembering.
Yeah, so basically, she did. She was at the karaoke. She started singing, like brought up a 2007 song in 1998. Like sung
Mm,
the first verse. Realized that Denji was under attack. I mean, she didn't want to get interrupted, of course, so she didn't stop singing when Denji was getting his ass beat. Denji beat everyone up. She grabbed the baseball bat off the ground because she saw a guy like behind Denji getting up with a gun and just kind of hit him in the head. That the baseball bat was not to like fight anyone. It was just to hit that guy in the head for picking up a gun.
well,
Oh shit!
maybe. Oh shit! Special guest on the
Yeah,
show.
I didn't
Special
realize my
guest.
cat
It's
was in
Yoshida.
here. But yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of the fact that she was singing a song from 2007 when it's supposed to be 1997, and we've also noticed some other weird little things that might just be like the timeline is different and might be an indication that the timeline is wrong, like the flat monitors in the teacher's office when
It's just
Denji
because
gets
the
called
Interesting.
in.
communist. It's just because communism is still active. They
That's
just
right.
made like laptops
It's
faster. Yeah, the
possible. That's the
USSR.
thing. Is it could be alternate timeline, or it could be maybe something is wrong with time itself, and that's why later we get an anachronistic song.
No, the thing about it, no, it's probably like So the reason the timeline in Chain Timeline is fucked is because a bunch of historical events just did not happen because fucking Porsche just ate those devils. Like that's like
That's right.
USSR is still active because of like
Ah,
Yep.
so
USSR.
he ate the clunky monitor devil, and frankly, I think we could thank him for that.
It's true.
Yeah,
USSR is still active, so scientific research is through the
probably
moon.
faster. And Maximum the Hormone, they got way
Yes,
faster.
Maximum
Yeah,
the
no,
Hormone formed 10
I
Best
don't
years
know
chapter,
how
ago.
best
old they
fucking
are in this
timeline.
year. Maybe they're a bunch of 10-year-olds singing that song, which I'm not sure that's
So
appropriate, but
sick.
it's still a bop.
So
No,
sick.
it's just like slightly older Maximum the Hormone.
Hmm.
Yes. They are a timeless band of devils in this version of the universe. I mean, we're talking about a version of the universe where devils spawn from hell. So, many things are possible in this world. Flat screen monitors in 98. I mean, that's not that crazy.
Hmm.
We are
I remember talking to someone about that. They like proposed this crazy theory that like the future devil just fucking
future
like
devil.
the future was like, yeah guys,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking tag guys.
I
Like
That's
would.
no, it's
that's
Pochi
cool.
that ate the AIDS devil and the timeline got fucked up.
I am
I
curious
mean, who
about what the
knows?
future devil is doing though, because prophecy is sort of a big part of this whole like storyline. Like the Notre
It
Dame
is
prophecy,
true,
he's like directly
including
name dropped, but even though he's a
Yoshida knows
plot,
about the prophecy.
yeah,
That is
Yoshida
true.
knows, Fami knows, and they're trying to
That we
stop
know.
it. I think.
That we know about future. He was they just like threw a bunch of people at him so that like they could get told the time they died, and that like that's what they used to like detect the falling devil attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
We so okay. What we got a little off topic. Where do you think Yoshida is now? Because he's been missing. He's off duty. They sent him away. What's he up to?
Well, he's definitely no longer on dingy watching duty, and that's like his main thing. So it's kind of unclear where he's gonna go next in the story. Like he clearly has some role to play because Fujimoto has brought him back like multiple times, and it's possible he's just like, I don't know, I'm just bored with this character. I'm gonna write them off, but and that would be sort of Yoshida energy to just randomly leave the story and then not come back until
That's,
part 3 completely
that's true.
unannounced. But I'm
That is
hoping
true.
there's something coming next for him just because I'm so curious and so frustrated by not knowing what his deal is.
He's so interesting, and Fujimoto's just kind of like holding us like by the neck. He's like, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna tell him. Like he just doesn't. What the fuck?
A lot
What
of
do you
people have been
do? You have any?
speculated that he's about to
Oh,
die because movie theaters and Fire Punch, they had some real death symbolism to them, and
that's
Fujimoto is
true.
known for repeating his motifs and themes. So the fact that he was supposed to be last seen in a movie theater but then had to come back at the karaoke thing, I don't know, maybe that means he's going to die and then come back because movie theaters mean death, but karaoke
It's
things mean
interesting.
life.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
that could be some new symbolism
Karaoke
there.
means life. Okay.
If he does die and
Theater is
come back,
death,
you can say I
karaoke is
called it
life.
first with my bizarre movie theaters are
I mean,
death,
it kind of makes
karaoke is
sense.
life theory.
This
I
is
mean,
a,
like
it's an interesting
in
one.
theaters you're supposed to be silent, like in death, and in karaoke you're supposed to be loud, like in life.
Oh,
There's a
Genius.
that's
symmetry
clever. I
there.
like
Don't
that.
talk during the movie. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Don't talk during
Yoshida
the movie, but be
dying.
as loud as you want in karaoke.
I'm not sure about Yoshida dying. I am not convinced. Everyone I feel like everyone is very I feel like people are I feel like people are a little
Trigger
over
happy.
like they're a little traumatized basically by how lethal Fujimoto was in part 1. But
That's the thing,
he's
though. The thing about Yoshida is it's not like in part 1 had a lot of surprising deaths, but Yoshida was a surprising live because he's
yes.
introduced with a bunch
Yeah.
of other red shirts who are like killed off for the plot, and that's what you're
Yep.
expecting will happen to him. And then things keep happening, like these miraculous
Yeah.
things that
Who is
keep him
this guy?
alive. So him coming back in part 2, it feels like hubris, really, because he made it out of the story alive, just living his life. But now he's back, and it's just like everyone's waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, okay, this guy who never should have lived is here. Why is he still here? What
I mean,
What
miracle
is
is
that's,
me?
keeping him alive, and when's the miracle gonna finally
Yeah.
dissipate?
you know,
From what I know, from what I've seen, people are. I'm starting to think that he's gonna die in part 2, specifically because like in part 1 in the voting polls, the description says he survived a lot of part 1 shenanigans. Let's see how he does in part 2. Haha.
let's
That's
see.
he's dead. Dead. I'm
That's such
sorry.
bait, though. That's such bait, though. That's
I know.
such just like
Oh,
troll bait.
definitely bait.
It's
Definitely bait.
almost
But
like
is it
Troll
troll that
bait.
he lives or is it troll that he dies?
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
either way he wins. Like, Fujimoto has created the ultimate troll in that if he dies, it's shocking, and if he lives, it's equally shocking. It's just sort of a
It's
weird place for
true.
a character to be in where you genuinely don't know if the author's like planning to kill him or not because it's such a
Okay, but
strange part of the story.
he's like a good devil hunter though. He's Kishibe's son. 100% he is Kishibe's son.
Oh yeah.
So he's got the bloodline. Kishibe has lived this whole life being a devil hunter, which is like, the highest death rate job possible, I guess, probably.
Speaking of people we don't know where they are, what happened to Kishibe? I want that guy to
Yeah,
come
where
back.
is this guy? We've said that like 4 times this episode. Where the fuck is Kishibe? I say it
I
every
feel like
time.
he's just kind of from okay, so something that I'm gonna say now that I don't like. I feel like people are kind of like overshadowing. We kind of like wanted Makima dead, and that's kind of bad for public safety. So I don't know why would still be working there. Isn't he like? I feel like he's a fugitive because like if we look back at his actions, he made an anti Makima squad, which wasn't a division or anything. It wasn't a part of public safety. It was just some squad that he set up
Yeah,
specifically to kill Makima. He killed like public safety's most powerful asset. Acknowledged that if they gave control back to public safety, it would be just as bad. So he's clearly working against their intentions, at least. I mean, he
yeah,
also wanted Makima dead during international assassins when like her own approved the operation.
right.
I definitely don't feel like because people are like I feel like public safety knows as it was his fault that like everything happened in like Makima's case. So
What?
he's definitely like,
Whoa,
he
whoa,
cannot be
whoa. Kishibe's
fugitive.
fault. He was the only guy who didn't get fucking chained up. She had the entire
No,
organization
I mean the
on
anti
a
Makima squad
leash.
is kind of like what triggered the Makima to set up to like quickly like
No,
fucking cave in on calling Chainsaw Man. I think
no, because
Devil's
she was.
advocate. I think it's
she was gonna do
possible
like
he
a
took
grand
over public
opening.
safety.
He was gonna do a grand open. She was gonna do a grand opening with Denji to turn him into Chainsaw Man, and then like they just kind of interrupted that. I feel like that was definitely like what caused her to summon like Pochita so fast.
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
This was her whole. This was her whole mastermind plot, right? Like she finally got Denji. She broke the contract. She was about to pop off, summon Chainsaw Man, the hero of hell, and then beat his ass and make him her dog, and eat all the bad things in the world, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That was her plan the whole time, and Kishibe was the only one who was like, "Well, uh, probably
That's not
shouldn't."
good.
That's I don't know what you're up to, but it's definitely not good.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I just don't see him being in public safety anymore.
Well, that's the
I mean,
thing. If
like,
you kill off all the people you don't like there, like Makima and her supporters, then you get to be the boss. Like, that's
I
how
mean,
promotions
public
work.
safety is a lot more incompetent, and like it was just a bunch of old guys before. So I don't know. I feel like
Well, you know
Kishibe was in charge because like if he took over public safety, it would definitely be a lot more competent.
That's
what?
true.
What?
Yeah, I know his
Hold
plans
on.
don't often work. I know his plans don't
Uh,
often work.
I mean, his main
We
plan
talked
of
about this
Makima no
before.
longer being alive worked.
But
Kinda.
yeah.
I mean, like, it's better than current public safety. Like, you know how they just kind of like released Nayuta way too early and like it fucked up like Yoshi's entire like bluff.
Hmm.
Like, I don't see him like being that bad at plans. I feel like that's just current like state of public safety,
I
just
don't
being
know.
that bad.
What if he's
I
just
don't
like
know
on a
though.
beach somewhere relaxing and like we get one page that cuts to
He's
him, he
on
just
his
like
launch,
takes
yeah.
a drink, looks out at the ocean, smiles, and then we never see him again. He
I
just
hope so.
left.
He gets
I
like
hope
in an
so for
old
his
car and he
sake.
drives off into the sunset.
No,
Yeah,
there's
he's
no
just
shot
having a
though.
great time enjoying his retirement away from all this nonsense.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what? After all that, I'm out of here. Like, I'm heading to Guam. See you guys later.
Yeah,
If
like,
you live
Uh,
in
how many
Guatemala,
times are you obligated to save the world before you can say, this looks like a job for someone else?
I mean, it's been his
for
job this
Denji.
whole time, right?
Yeah, like,
Fighting
this is
devils.
Denji's problem now.
He literally just like at the end of part one was like, Denji, you're like the most competent guy I know besides me. And then he just kind of never shows up again. Like, damn,
Best,
okay.
the
He should
best
have at
there ever
least set up some
was.
sort of, like, bank account that sends, like, Denji payments since he gave him a kid before leaving. Like, I don't know,
He
like a
has
college
to.
fund?
He has to be right. Like, he has to be paying tuition at least
I
because
hope so, because otherwise he's a
Denji's not
real
making enough
asshole.
money to pay tuition for this school.
He's scamming homeless people, and like he almost made like 1 million yen once, but like Asa fucked it over. It's fucked up.
Well, okay, they would have all had like the same serial number or something, right? Like, but
Yeah,
No,
he'd
no,
go to
regardless.
no,
jail for
because
that.
he was planning to sell Fami's hat, and like he was picking up like
Oh yeah,
wallets.
all the hats.
The hats and the
Yeah.
wallets could work, but he couldn't use the money without getting like caught for fraud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like when Asa, she also like used all of the hats too, so we couldn't sell shit. All for that aquarium sphere. Like, I'm okay. It was worth saving him from the attorney devil, but he could have bought like a fucking SNES or something, man. What the fuck, Asa?
Well,
Even
A
the
Kishibe's
big
Nintendo
stake.
64
A
is
big
out in
stake.
1997, so
Kishibe's whereabouts aside, where where do you think Yoshida is now?
Okay,
Give me a taste.
physically, we can't know where he is, but we can know where he isn't.
We
I have
don't
a
know,
couple
but give me your
vaguely
gay. Give
insane
me your
theories about
takes.
that.
Yeah, give me your
My take on
takes.
where Yoshida is.
Give me
So we
your
know he's not at the
thoughts.
church. He
Oh
has yet to
yeah,
be deployed if he's a part of Special Division 7. Maybe he is because we didn't see the entire squad yet.
I think he
We
is.
cannot be in the fun fair because that's where Quan Chi was, and like there was nobody else there except for Fumiko. He couldn't be. Maybe
He could be at
he's in the same spot as
he could be at
Asa.
the department store, right? He needs to be at the department
He
store.
could be at Asa's like place, like just kind of like out looking over her. But maybe Fami's also there,
That's what
so
I'm
you kind of like a
thinking.
conflict of interest.
That's what I'm thinking. What
Maybe
is
he's
your?
like again in the talks of Fami because we haven't seen her either. Maybe they're like on they're like skipping in a flower field, like holding hands.
They're
Um,
just out getting more food. Like she's just ordering
It's
everything
like
on
a
the menu while
montage.
he stares in
he's
horror.
just he's hanging out with. They just hang out now. They had that one
They're
nice
hanging
dinner,
out
and
like
they were
the
like,
epic
you
squad,
know,
like Fami, Yoshida, and like Asa. They're all hanging out. They're having fun.
Yeah, no, they're a team now. They've been off like fighting devils together like the Power Rangers, and it's just all happening
absolutely.
off screen.
I think
The
we'll
next,
still get it.
it's the next like found family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we cut back to them and they've become like really great friends and they're just loving each other.
Oh my god.
And Denji's just
I
like, when
hope
did this
so.
happen?
It's all sunshine and rainbows,
That's
and then
just a
just Reza
sitcom.
shows up and kills Yoshida for no reason.
Yeah, the Death Devil
Please.
shows up and just like kills all of them. And
The
it's
Death
just
Devil shows up and like becomes a fiend with Yoshida, and like people are like, "Hey, get it, guys! Guess we were right in the end." Haha.
You guys are
turns out
cooking
that
something
theory was going somewhere.
insane right now. I do think my take is that Yoshida is now watching Asa. They you know, cuz they had him on Denji when Denji was like the hero. They were like, "Okay, Yoshida, you got to handle this situation. You got this kid at your school who's like causing a fucking civil war in Tokyo." And now there's a like they're like, okay, we handled Chainsaw Man. There's another one. It's fucking awesome. He talking now. You're like, what the? Who the hell is this kid?
And there's
Another
another
fucking
Chainsaw
kid.
Man.
Asa
Come to
has
do.
taken everything else in Denji's life. Might as well take his stalker too.
Yes, yes. That's what
Real,
I'm saying.
real,
That's what
real.
I'm saying. Yes, I'm calling it. He's following Asa, and we're getting Asa be talking next chapter. But that's you know that's just like the insane cope.
Watch out! There's Yoshida behind you.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh.
I can sense it.
Yeah.
Don't look at him. Don't acknowledge him.
Don't make eye contact. He's the Death Devil. He's gonna kill you.
Yeah,
The
he's
Death Devil.
literally
The
stalking
Death Devil.
over
We
my
haven't
head right
even brought
now.
up that once. We have not brought up that he's like rumored to be the Death Devil once because it's so fucking like weird. Like, why would
No.
he?
Okay, I
Well,
mean,
Like, it's not worth our time. Too
no.
busy thinking about him like
Literally
Infamy.
every character has been rumored to be the Death Devil at this point. I
Also, is
think
that, like
all
the
of them.
this fucking like background character in one of like the panels of the Falling Devil arc, where a bunch of people were falling. You're like, yeah, that's gotta be the Death Devil. This random woman in a
Yep.
tuxedo. That's gotta be the
Even
Death Devil.
even Pochita has been the Death Devil at this point. That
People,
one's still sticking
Pochita
around.
fanfics are so out of pocket. Like, it's Pochita is God. Pochita is the devil of life,
I love
the
it.
devil of childbirth, and the devil of death at the same time. He's maybe also the mutilation devil, and also Denji is
Guys,
like Jesus Christ.
guys, he's the
Like,
chainsaw
okay,
devil. You know what I mean? Like we know what devil Pochita is,
the
guys.
real
You know what I
Death
mean?
He's
He's
just
Devil
the
was the
chainsaw
he
friend
devil.
got
you
really
made
lucky.
along the
That's why he
way.
has that fucked
Yeah,
up
the
power.
real death.
He got really lucky. He was gambling one day.
Why did the Chainsaw Devil end up with his powers and become Chainsaw Man? That's a good
I mean,
question.
why
But
did like
it's the Chainsaw
imagine like
Devil.
Pochita's just the Denji of like hell. Like some random devil just like gave him that power one day, like kind of like how Pochita randomly gave like Denji chainsaw powers.
That would be
Pochito was
that is
just
a
walking
Fujimoto move.
along and saw a devil on the ground and ate it, and now he has all these powers. He would just randomly
The
eat
Luffy
devils he found on
backstory.
the ground.
Yeah.
He ate like he was like with he was like with like his he was like Mr. Pochita, like his dad Pochita. Like that Pochita had like the evil like evil fruit from like a primal devil, like but you just ate it because
Yes.
he looked kind of yummy. And
Yes.
then now he just
The
has that
Luffy
power.
backstory.
No,
Absolutely.
I mean it's kind of funny because like with the way that things are going with like a lot of callbacks to like the Chainsaw Devil cult with the Chainsaw Man Church, but now they're like worshiping Denji chainsaw form. It kind of makes you wonder. Maybe like that's what happened with Vegeta. He was just like a normal ass devil, but like devil started fearing him so much that he just gained that power at some point. He just got the godly power to like eat devils that like and then like disappear.
I think we've
Interesting.
gotten like confirmation in the story that that's kind of how devils work. Like if you believe they have this power enough, they start to have it.
Yeah,
And Asa
I
kind of
mean,
did that at the aquarium where it was like it doesn't matter if it makes
Yeah.
sense as long as you believe that's how it works, it'll work.
yeah,
Indeed.
yeah. I mean, definitely the fear of devils like is what made him so insanely strong. So maybe the fear of devils also gave him like the devil eating power. But enough about Vegeta. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Where the fuck is Yoshida?
But like I
Where is
Where
said,
is?
I have a kind of insane theory about that, tying
Okay,
into
okay,
the
tell us.
I think
okay?
Yoshida's gonna die thing. I think
Let's
they're
hear it.
setting him up to be sacrificed for something. Just because like you had that theme with like that the sword guy brought up that what does it matter if one person gets screwed if you save 100? And then
Well,
there's
that
all
was
these
more like
death
about the gun
flags for
feud.
Yoshida. So I think public safety has taken him off dingy duty so that they can use him for something else like a devil contract. And they're going to like feed him to the darkness devil or like to something so they can get the darkness devil to try to stop the prophecy.
Wow.
They're
Yoshida.
just gonna like throw him. He's just gonna be like a yummy apple. They're
Yeah,
gonna use him to like. They're gonna put him at the end of a fishing rod. They're gonna start fishing for the Nostradamus.
he escaped the darkness devil once before when he got thrown out of that window, but he can't avoid his fate forever.
They're
He's
gonna
gonna have to
bait
face that darn devil.
they're gonna bait they're gonna bait the Death Devil. He's the Death Devil bait. That's how we get the Death Devil. We figured it out.
Yeah, yeah.
We
He's gonna become
solved the
like the
Death
death.
Devil
He's gonna
They're
become
gonna
the
theory.
dig
death
a
devil
big
too.
hole, put some leaves over it, and then have Yoshida
Yep.
stand in the
if
center and wait for the death devil to walk along and be
No, no,
like,
no. Like
"Ooh,
you
snap!"
put him on like you put like a big apple in his mouth and like you bake him to like he's golden brown. Just leave him out there.
You know that scene from
this
The
makes
Lion
sense.
King with Timon and Pumbaa? They're gonna do a shot by shot like redraw of that, but with
Redraw.
Yoshida as Puma with the apple in his mouth.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Definitely.
Kashidi comes back
Absolutely.
and he's the hula girl.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
yeah. We're gonna
is
next time we see Yoshida, he's gonna be like crucified for no real reason. He's just gonna be kind of like he's not gonna be alive. He's just gonna look. He's gonna like look at Denji's like, hey, what's up, man?
I
this
would
we've
actually
got it.
love that. Like he's just
We
very casually being crucified, and Denji's like, "What the fuck?" You know, she was like, "Oh, hey, Denji, just out here to
we've
die."
we've got it locked in. This is what's you've heard it here first,
You've heard
folks.
it here, folks.
We've
First.
got the Yoshida theory locked in. All right, well that's where Yoshida is. Before we wrap things up here, I want to hear your Yoshida take. Why is he like this? He is so strange. Obviously gay. But even, not every gay person is like this. You know what I mean? Like what's his baggage? Why is he this way? What is going on with this kid? Who is this guy? Cuz we don't know much about like his story beyond the very few details we've seen on screen, the uh, near canon implications of things here and there, but even still, this dude is weird. So what's his deal? What's his baggage? What's going on with this guy?
It could be this is just what happens when you're raised by Kashibi. And mostly when I say raised, like left alone in your apartment while he's at a bar or like having sex with a random woman. Or it could be because he's not human. Like I've been a long like Yoshida isn't human truther for a while. And I'm convinced, I don't know if he's a devil or like half devil or some secret third thing, but he has these like mannerisms that are kind of like he's three cats in a trench coat trying to pretend to be a person, and
Yes,
he
he
doesn't
does.
quite get like human mannerisms or like how to behave in public. And again, that could just be because he's really socially inept, but it could be he's socially inept because he isn't human. So who knows? There are,
No, he's the octopus devil. He just is. That's why
He
I've never
is
seen his heart.
yeah, octopuses are really good at mimicry. So those
I've heard
tentacles
that
are
as a
actually just
theory.
a part
That
of
would
his
be really
body.
funny. Like
Um,
Yoshida has he like freaks out so bad, like his disguise drops, and he just becomes like a giant multicolor like octopus for no reason.
that'd be pretty sick.
Nobody suspects a thing.
Red and blue, are you locking it in? Do you think he's the Octopus Devil or what? What's your
No,
take?
I'm not locking that in, not at all. I think he's just a really fucked up little guy. I'm not like.
Why
I
is
feel
he
like
so?
if he has anything to do with devils, he's gonna become like a fiend or some shit.
Why do you
I,
Which
think he's so weird though?
I feel like he's so weird. Definitely like a mix of like an ungodly mix of child soldier like levels of training from Kishibe, along with like him not being that good at training child soldiers, and also like
True.
he also has like a really good contract with the Octopus Devil, so he definitely has like a secret third thing going on that makes his suffering like eternal. That's so like suffering level so good that the Octopus Devil doesn't even need to like tax him on anything.
I see what
And
you
like
mean.
the future, like he's got like some like maybe
Yeah.
he just has like a
Yep.
constant like aching bones, like his joints are fucked up, or I don't know, something like that.
Who
Just like constant
knows?
source of suffering that like is making his devil contracts really easy to make with Octopus specifically.
Well,
Also,
he's
like before we brought up like some physical feats about like being able to hit Quan Chi, maybe like yes, maybe that's also like he can like endure a lot of pain, and he's just like fucking he's just Agni from Fire Punch. He's like constantly like in eternal constant pain, and that's why he could like tank hits from Quan Chi so well. It just like wipes the blood off his nose,
it's
and that's why he
interesting.
got like such a cheap contract with a devil.
Interesting little add in there. Okay. Let's take my take on Yoshida is he's just like a lonely little guy, lonely little kid who is chasing after his dad. Like I said before, he's got the gone thing going. His dad is the number one devil hunter who he never knew, and now he's, you know, running headfirst into public safety as hardcore as he can, uh, basically like devoting his whole self to try and be a devil hunter, just like the guy he never knew, and he's good at it. He really tries really hard at exactly that, and he doesn't really do anything else. And part of my thing is like the reason he is so kind of like obsessed with Denji is that he's a little jealous of this kid who, you know, didn't really like try, like didn't work really hard, wasn't doing it for anyone's approval, isn't looking to get recognized, and yet is now the hero of Tokyo, you know? He's this
except Genji
random
is looking to
kid.
get recognized.
Yeah.
Yoshida
Uh-huh.
has to actively stop him from getting recognized and
Yep.
getting that validation he desperately craves.
I know. Yeah. That's so sick,
He's
dude.
just a big fat bully, really.
Well, with that, we've laid out our Yoshida takes. Amelie did manage to make it in before the episode ended
Yeah.
here for the second half here. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for participating in this discussion of what is Yoshida's deal? What's the deal with this guy? What's up with him? Is he the Death Devil? Probably. Is he the mastermind behind all of the villainous plots? Absolutely yes. Is he gay? 100%. Is he Kishibe's son? Also yes. He's also currently being crucified and in eternal pain. You heard it all here first on the Public Safety Special Broadcast. Thank
Yeah, all
you.
of these are confidential documents we're
Yeah,
leaking, by the way.
these are all
Yoshida is
confidential.
Jesus.
Do you see it?
Turns out he's
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's the plot twist.
That's what's
He's the
happening.
son between
It's
Pochita and
not like in
Yoshida.
a metaphorical way either. He's literally Jesus.
Yeah, he is Jesus Christ. For the first time, the timeline got switched, and this is Rome. We're in Jerusalem now. You know, it's happening
The
here.
Soviet Union cloned Jesus, and that's the whole
Let's.
backstory.
Oh my God.
He was created in the same lab as Rez.
Created in a vat in the USSR. You heard it here first, folks. This was What is the deal with Yoshida on the Public Safety Special broadcast?
I
Thank
think
you
we
all
cleared
for
everything up.
listening. We cleared it all up. We settled the score here today. Uh,
Oh yeah. Okay. One thing. Who the fuck is his barber? Who
I'm
is
good.
not
fucking
sure
his
he
shit?
has one. I think his hair just grows like that.
Yep.
In the natural shape.
That's just how it is.
He
Last
just
little
like
detail for the end
never cuts it.
here.
It just grows over his eyes, and he lets it.
Take that
Oh,
one for the road. Thank you all for tuning in. This was the Public Safety Special broadcast. We will see you next time for the chapter review of the next chapter coming Tuesday. Very exciting one. Um, See you then, and goodbye.